Today we are going to play around with my base box variation for the month of May. This is the Boxycharm base box. This is the one that I paid for. If you're new to my channel, my name is Yari. The channel's name is Yari G, and I am a makeup artist. I am pretty much obsessed with everything makeup related, so that includes beauty boxes. I've been on the beauty box bandwagon for the past 7 years, maybe longer. There's nothing like it. It's so much fun receiving like just makeup items in a box every single month. And for me, the variations, although they will vary, it's so fun because it's like a challenge for me as a makeup artist. I want to see what makeup looks I can create utilizing items that often enough I've never used before. And then it's really awesome to film them separately. I do an unboxing and I release that, but I also do the try on because I want to bring you guys up close and personal and really show you guys how the items blend, work, and real first impressions. Sometimes, it's very rare, but sometimes I will find an item that I immediately say, hell no, it's not gonna happen, it's just not gonna work. And then there are times where I'm kind of turned off by an item, but then the more I use it, the better it gets, i.e. the Trestique. I still hate the packaging. This compartment sucks. But the wand and the mascara formula, after a few uses, amazing. So that's just to give you guys an idea. Today we are going to play around with my base box, paid base box variation. Often enough, when you pay for boxes, while you get PR, you will get duplicates. That happens a lot. And it's no one's fault other than the person paying for the box, because you're still paying for a box knowing that you're getting a box, so it kind of is what it is. But I'm saying that because I ended up getting another of the Skin Ink. This one, of course, is going to go in the giveaway pile. Again, if you're new, I tend to do giveaways fairly often here on the channel. But this is what it looks like. I will show you guys a close-up because this is the one that I received in PR. I really liked this, like a lot. So, of course, we're going to go in and apply this now. Let me just do it like this. It's one of those items that would add luminosity to your skin and give you like that luminous glow from within without looking like you have anything on your skin. It's more like a serum with luminosity in it. I like how the beads, even though like it's very beady in like the packaging, the compartment itself, but once you pump it out, it's nice and crushed and blends away to a nothing. But then you can definitely see it on your skin. So say that you just kind of want that luminous glow. You don't want to do much to your skin. You want to look healthy. This will give you luminosity for sure. Really liked that. So I'm really excited to have received it. And I'm not a skincare fanatic, but this definitely was cool. Okay, so there we go. Watch the unboxing so you'll see all the items that I received. The other two items I'm going to use are going to be the Item Beauty Concealer along with the Yensa Sponge. So although I didn't get a foundation in this box, I will for sure be applying foundation along with this so you guys see how this works. It's a beauty sponge. Is it latex free? Okay, yes, it is paraben sulfate, phthalates, animal cruelty free, and latex free. That's awesome. She looks like that. So she has angles on either side. Honestly, it's a sponge. I love how the packaging gives you all this freaking detail, like how amazing the sponge is, but it is a sponge. It's very reminiscent of the Morphe one though, like no lie. I am gonna go and wet this so that it'll expand and do the most, and then we'll come back and I'll show you how I would use this to prep my skin. Okay, so now that she's nice and like damp, she's bigger, which is nice. Typically they do grow. The ones that don't grow get me kind of upset. I'm gonna do one pump of foundation. The foundation I'm using is the AVH Luminous Foundation in 345C. Yes, I got it in a Boxycharm. I am gently going to start applying. The reason why I did this is because initially when you're gonna apply it with a sponge, unless you're like dotting it, you may get way too much product all in one spot. And I did skip the primer because your girl ain't going nowhere, so it doesn't really matter whether or not I have primer because this makeup is not gonna last all day. Like if it's up to me, this will come off within the next hour. Okay, that's one pump and I was able to blend that. Let me add a little more. Oh, that's a lot. Hold on. Okay, so I was able to blend that over half of my face and so far that looks good. And yes, this foundation is a tinge too yellow for me. I've always managed to make it work though. So when it comes to foundation, she's doing her job. It looks good. There are sponges that are no bueno, but the vast majority are really good. I also like that as I'm doing this, you don't hear like that rubbery sound patting, like there are sponges that do that, and that is super annoying. It is yellow. We are going to balance this out. Calm down. And that's where the concealer comes into play. I ended up getting the shade 230. I pray that this was a proper shade. This looks light. Maybe it works. You know what? It'll help. Okay, this is a good shade. Okay, this is gonna help balance out the yellow in my skin. By the way, I don't really have high hopes for this concealer. I feel like when it comes to Item Beauty, a lot of their stuff is just miss. Their lip glosses are cute. Their lip oils are all right. If you have a hands down favorite of Item Beauty, let me know, because to this day, I still haven't found one. And Item Beauty has been rotated amongst beauty boxes a lot lately. I'm gonna go ahead and grab like the sponge, and I'm gonna flip it over, and I'm just gonna pat that concealer into place. 230 seems to be a really nice shade for me. I'm gonna do the same thing everywhere else. Now, what's really cool about this kind of sponge, like this shape, is that you can totally just like cover a good portion of your, like the area at one time. So for instance, like I'm not going up and down, like using like the butt pointy area. I'm just kind of going like this and then blending out. So that's really helpful in my opinion. I'm gonna take whatever's left of this concealer. By the way, it is drying. Is it supposed to dry? Now I think I made a mistake. I hope not. See how it's like balancing out? So we're good here. It feels different when you're blending on your skin than other concealers. So now I am concerned that this is drying under the eye, making it harder to blend. I hope not. It's not completely dry, but it's also not completely loose, if that makes sense. Like it's not wet, so it starts to dry. You gotta be really careful. Like don't sit and wait at all. Like apply it where you're gonna apply it and then start blending. That way it doesn't reset, because once it sets, you might encounter a bit of an issue. I need a mirror. I need to look like really close up. The brightening effect is absolutely there. And looking at it on its own like this without setting it, I don't hate it, which I'm kind of shocked. I thought I was gonna have really bad reviews on this. Not that I came in biased, but like I expected not, maybe that is biased, never mind. I'm gonna do one of these. Again, we're trying to balance out the tones of this foundation that's just like slightly off. So let me show you how I would do that. I always do that behind the scenes, by the way. So see how my any concealer, it doesn't have to be this one. I would typically just go in and apply that on the areas where my skin should be lighter. Like this here was way too dark and it looked like I smudged some bronzer. Then it looks muddy and it's not cute. So you kind of want to just lighten it up so you can separate where your contour would be, and then like this chin jaw area. So you kind of go like that. And here you want to round it off. That's going to balance it off so that it diffuses how yellow this foundation is on me. If you're encountering the same issue with your foundation, there you go. That's a little dip. And it'll all kind of work out once you apply your bronzer, your blush, and all of that. It looks really pretty. See, so we're just brightening this little area right here. I am gonna set this, but I gotta tell you, I don't hate this concealer. Not yet, not yet. I'm going in with my Jaclyn Hill. That's what I've been obsessed with lately, and that's what I've been using. So it just makes sense to go in with product that I know would help anything look amazing if it looked like crap. And if it looked amazing and really good already, then it'll just look so much better. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just patting a little bit of powder, because again, this is like my first time trying this concealer, so I don't know what it's gonna look like once you set it and how it wears. It felt a little heavier though. I am gonna tell you, once you apply it and you wanna blend it out, it feels slightly heavier than like, say, a Maybelline. Almost like it has a serum-y vibe without really being serum-y. It was different. I'm gonna finish my face and I'll be right back. All right, now the last item I have to try for you guys is the Cosmetique. Is that the name of the brand? I'm not 100% sure. That's what it sounds, Cosmetic. It's with K's. And it says Liquid Velvet Lipstick in the shade Bubbly. This is a different shade from the one that I got in my PR box. But at the end of the day, I ended up getting this liquid lip. So in essence, my box was not all that different than my PR box. Now I'll tell you, having tried this product, I'm gonna suggest you apply the smallest amount. Like that's what I did. So it's not that it's not pigmented. It's more or so like I made sure that I like scrubbed off as much as possible. And then I'm applying the lightest amount to give myself like that cloud-like pout versus really applying this. It is very velvety. It's not gonna like set to a matte finish, and it's not gonna be long wear at all. Your best bet is go light. I was playing around with the one that I got in the PR, right? And so what I learned is if you go very, very light, it sets a little better, and so it'll last a little longer. But you can't do one of these or else it is going to transfer, whether it's to a cup, a straw, a mug, a person, it's going to transfer. So the heavier you go, the quicker it's going to transfer, and it will get in your teeth if you go heavier with it. And it does give you a glossier finish if you go heavier. I don't really care for the glossier finish, to be honest. I just wanted it to look somewhat matte and feel like it's gonna last a little longer than 20 minutes without getting on like my chin or my teeth. And so playing around with the one that I got in PR, I learned that if you remove as much as possible off of the doe foot applicator and gently apply the product, it's going to apply better, lighter, prettier, sets better. That's just like my feedback on it. That's what I do behind the scenes. I like to play around with products that maybe I didn't necessarily love to see whether or not there's different ways to utilize it and make them work. And this was one of them. So the formula is not bad. I'm just a lover of liquid lipsticks that are mattes. If they're gonna come like liquid, they should be mattes just because it just makes sense, or else just put them in a tubie. Okay guys, here is the completed look. I admit the items were nice. This box did not absolutely wow me. Like I feel like the wow factor is lacking in this box and other boxes that I have seen. I actually liked my PR box better than this one. I want to see more like eyeshadow palettes in the boxes. I feel like we got used to receiving one every single month, and even though the color stories were kind of similar here and there every few months, it was still fun to receive an eyeshadow palette that we can play with and explore and just get creative with every single month. And I feel like Boxycharm is kind of skipping on that. Don't know why. I know for a fact next month there are like certain eyeshadow palettes that will be variants, but I just wish that it was like a staple going forward. Like everyone's getting an eyeshadow palette. Even if they varied, still everyone's getting one. If you agree with me, chime on in down below. Let me know, what do you guys think? Are you over the eyeshadow palettes? Is there any other product category you'd like to see going forward in the boxes? Y'all know I'm nosy and I really want to hear you guys' thoughts. I truly hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. If you didn't watch the unboxing, make sure you guys go check it out. Don't forget to hit the like button for me. It really helps me out. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for, girl? Just click the subscribe button down below. It takes 1.20 seconds. I always guess that number, so thank you. And yeah, join the Jody G family here on the YouTube. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.